This is for the front page. Editor of Marin Bugler, Henry Rush, shown kissing winner of Miss Marin Bugler contest. Okay, co-publisher Henry Rush, shown kissing Miss Marin Bugler.
I got the picture, Henry.
The editor and co-publisher Henry Rush, shown kissing winner, and the other contestants.
Henry.
Oh, just doing my job, Muriel.
Yes.
Can I get in the picture too, Mr. Rush?
Sure.
Well, Mrs. Stinson, what do you think of the beauty contest now?
Henry, my attitude has not changed since you first presented this idea to me. I think it is rank commercialism of the worst sort, and I don't know why I ever agreed to it.
Because it increased circulation and advertising?
That was probably the reason.
I don't know why you were so negative about the beauty contest.
Henry, I don't want you to be offended. My being negative was just to show that I had so little faith in you. Now that I've gotten that out of my system, I would now like to congratulate you.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
It takes a very big person to admit they're wrong.
Exactly what did you mean by that?
Well, I meant, I didn't mean big like you're big. I meant big, like in heart. You have a big heart. You know, big.
You want to drop it?
Yes.
I can't believe this is happening, Mr. Rush. Oh, it's like a dream come true. I want to thank you and Mrs. Stinson both very much.
Peggy, this is just the beginning. You're going to represent the Bugler in all the contests. Miss Bay Area, Miss Northern California, and when you win those, it's on to the national contest.
Oh, do you really think I have a chance to win a national contest? Oh.
Well, you've got the looks. And you certainly have the kissing down. Now, all you have to do is memorize a long speech about brotherly love and learn to play a bad accordion. Well, my dear, I have a lot of work to do. Good luck to you. Bye-bye.
Now, Peggy, here's what I think.
Gosh, Miss Marin Bugler. Do I call you Miss Marin Bugler or Your Highness?
Oh, just call me Peggy.
Peggy. You know, Mr. Rush, it's true. The bigger they are, the nicer they are.
Monroe not only works here, he's also an amateur magician. You're going to disappear in a moment, aren't you?
Yeah, I'll go console the losers.
Now, Peggy, this is what I had in mind.
Well, I have enough pictures now. I've got the queen, her court, and the court fool. Peggy, we will pick the nicest one out, and then we are going to run it on the front page.
Oh, thank you. Mr. Rush has been a real sweetie pie.
You're a real sweetie pie.
It warms my heart.
Oh, thank you both.
Oh, Henry, did Mr. Hugo find you at the contest?
Hugo? I don't know any Hugo.
Well, you know, he's about this tall, a little bit strange.
The only strange person I talked to was Monroe.
Well, a man who said his name was Hugo came up to me at the contest and said he had some information for you.
Well, guess if it's important, he'll find it.
Mr. Rush, the two runners-up would like to know if they could get their picture taken with you.
Tell them his wife said no.
Oh, Muriel.
Well, I'm out of film and you're out of control.
Yes, I looked at her yesterday. She's just what I wanted.
Oh, good morning, Lisa.
Good morning, Mrs. Do you want some coffee?
Oh, please.
Perfect. She had great lines. I can't wait to try her out.
Is there anything going on here that I should know about?
I have enough trouble with English when I hear both people talk.
But I'll pick her up later. Thank you. Guess what, Muriel? I'm buying us a used sailboat.
A sailboat?
And I'm going to name her after you. I'm going to call it the Mrs. Henry Rush.
I can't tell you how flattered I am. Henry, what are you going to do with a sailboat?
Fill it with dirt and make a planter out of it. I'm going to sail it, Muriel. I've always been a man of the sea, ever since I was in the Navy.
Henry, you've never even mentioned that you wanted a sailboat.
Well, I never wanted to mention it until we could afford it.
Can we afford it?
No. But I saved a few dollars, and I think we can handle it. It's no problem, Muriel.
I hope that hat can float.
What do you say, Muriel?
Okay, sailor, go for it.
Thanks.
A sailboat, oh my goodness.
Oh, thank you, Lisa. Wait till you see it. Wait till you see it, Muriel. It's all white, and her sail is red, white, and blue. Morning, Monroe.
Monroe.
Here's a new edition of the Bugler.
Oh, thank you.
And here's yours, mon capitan.
Thanks.
Henry, why did you choose this picture for the front page?
Well, I think it's a nice picture, Peggy.
It's a nice picture of Peggy kissing you.
Oh, Muriel, she's just a child. I'm almost middle-aged.
Only if you live to be 150.
Besitos.
Ah, thanks.
Ay, qué bonita. Very beautiful.
Well, she only won because you didn't enter the contest, Lisa.
Hi, Monroe. You say such nice things.
No, I mean it. You're prettier than all those girls.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
All right.
Monroe, would you like some breakfast?
Oh, that'd be great. Mr. Rush, there was a Mr. Hugo in the office this morning asking for you.
Hugo. That's the man who was looking for you at the beauty contest.
What do you want, Monroe?
I don't know. He didn't want to talk to me.
Well, whoever he is, we know he's intelligent.
Here you go.
Oh, thanks, Lisa.
You're welcome. I go get Andrew ready for his school.
Oh,
Thanks,
thank
Lisa.
you, honey. Well, I hope you meet up with this Mr. Hugo and find out what he wants.
Oh, he said he had information about Peggy Ashley that might surprise you.
What kind of information could he possibly have?
He wouldn't tell me, but it didn't sound like it would be a good surprise.
Uh-oh. Henry, you don't suppose that Peggy entered the contest illegally, do you?
I can't imagine.
Maybe she lied about her measurements.
Don't be stupid.
Well, I know. I bet this guy Hugo works for the Internal Revenue.
Why would the IRS be interested in Peggy Ashley?
Because the government wants to make sure they get their share of the prize money.
It's only $100.
That's why they sent the sleaziest guy in the office?
Shut up and eat.
I don't know, Henry. I don't like the sound of all this.
There's nothing to worry about. I checked each and every application. Peggy is a college senior. She supports herself. I can't see where the problem is.
Oh, Henry, you don't suppose she's married?
Muriel, it's Miss Marin Bugler. She can't be married. Monroe, you see this boat? Mine's gonna be just like this one.
Somehow I don't see you in a boat, Mr. Rush. You belong in a tank.
You belong under a tank.
You better improve that attitude or you'll have a tough time getting a crew together. Don't look now, but here comes that guy from the IRS.
Are you Henry Rush?
Yes, what can I do for you?
I'm Ed Hugo. We keep missing each other.
Like ships in the night.
Does he have to be here?
What's on your mind, Mr. Hugo?
You got a real nice girl there in your Miss Marin Bugler.
Well, thank you. We're happy with our choice.
So am I. I'm really glad she won.
Yeah, why is that?
Because it just might mean a little something for me.
I don't quite understand.
Well, I have something that you just might be willing to buy with regard to your Miss Marin Bugler.
Such as?
Such as this. These are just copies. The originals are for sale. We'll talk tomorrow, okay?
Whoa. Oh, no. Oh.
So what did Mr. IRS want?
Oh, my...
That's... And she's...
It is, and she is.
Well, at least we know she didn't lie about her measurements.
This is exactly why I was against a beauty contest in the first place, Henry. Do you see the dangers that you expose yourself to? And expose may be a poor choice of words.
I just can't believe it.
I mean, what would have made her do something like this?
I tell you, these pictures are going to make us the laughingstock of Marin County. I am sick, just sick.
I mean, they're awful. They're just awful. And such poor lighting.
Would you like for me to file those for you, Mr. Rush?
Aren't you in charge of advertising? Then go sell something.
Well, what are you mad at me for? You're the one with the dirty pictures.
I'm glad Norris did not live to see the day that the Bugler was blackmailed.
Nobody's going to blackmail the Bugler.
Well, how do you intend to stop this Hugo fellow? He's got the pictures and he threatens to use
I'm
them.
not going to play his game. I'll just disqualify Peggy Ashley as Miss Marin Bugler and give the crown to a runner-up. It's that simple.
Oh, the poor thing. It's just going to break her heart. Peggy was thrilled to be Miss Marin Bugler.
Well, perhaps she should have thought about that before she posed in the Altogether.
Henry, how are you going to tell her?
Quickly and simply. Call her and tell her she's out. End of problem.
Hi, honey. What happened?
Well, I called Peggy. That's what happened.
And how did she take it?
Well, she
Henry, you didn't tell her, did you?
I didn't have the heart, Muriel. She was so sweet on the phone. So I asked her to come over here. That way we can both tell her.
My hero, the sea captain.
Well, you're always complaining that we never do enough things together. And this is a woman's problem.
Why is this a woman's problem? A man took those pictures to show to other men. And the same man is trying to sell them.
Well, it's time a woman got involved. Actually, we don't have to say anything. We'll just show the pictures. She'll see and she'll know. But what else is there to do?
I know
Excuse me.
Oh, yes.
I go put Andrew to bed.
Oh, good.
Ay, Dios mío, no lo puedo creer. ¿Qué fotos? ¿Qué es esto?
There's nothing to see, nothing to see.
What are you talking about? Everything to see.
These pictures are a mistake.
Good thing Andrew knows see those. He wanted to take them to school for show and tell.
I'll get that. I'll get that.
Qué casa tan rara. Kinky.
Hi, Mr. Rush.
Oh, hi, Peggy. Come in.
Guess what? The TV station that covered the contest wants to talk to me about doing some commercials. Oh, isn't that exciting?
Oh, yes, it's exciting. Muriel, Peggy's here.
You wanted to talk to me, Mr. Rush?
Yes, Peggy, we both did. Didn't you, Muriel?
Hi, Mrs. Rush.
Hi, Peggy.
Peggy, why don't you sit down?
Oh, thank you.
Now, Peggy, the reason I called, would you like some coffee?
Oh, no, thank you.
Peggy, the reason I called you over is because something's come to our attention.
What is it?
Oh, no.
You realize, Peggy, that you can't be Miss Marin Bugler.
Oh, Peggy, we feel so bad about this, but you understand we have no choice.
You realize this isn't what we want.
Why?
I mean, those pictures got out. Well, the newspaper and Mrs. Stinson and...
Oh, I understand, Mr. Rush. But I'd like both of you to know something about these. I did it when I was 17. I had no money. My parents couldn't afford to send me to college. But I was determined to go. These pictures helped make it possible.
I'm sorry, Peggy.
We both are.
Hiya, Rushy boy. Did you get a chance to look over that stuff I left you yesterday?
What do you want, Hugo?
The negatives are yours for $1,000.
She was only 17 years old. She was just a child.
Look, I didn't force her to take those pictures. Don't make me out to be the bad guy, Rush.
Why don't you burn those negatives? Give the kid a break.
Why don't you give me the $1,000 and we'll both give the kid a break?
Forget it. I'm not giving you one red cent.
Well, then we got a problem here, don't we? Because I'm willing to be reasonable and you're not.
Oh, I'm willing to be reasonable, but I'm not willing to be blackmailed.
Ooh, I hate that word.
What word would you use?
This is a business proposition. This is a transaction between gentlemen.
There's no transaction, Hugo. We'll pick another Miss Marin Bugler, and that'll be the end of your blackmail.
Oh, there you go with that word again.
Get the hell out of here.
Okay. But I think you're missing out on a pretty sweet deal here. Because my asking price is very reasonable, and someone will pay it.
That's a pretty rotten way to make a buck.
Yeah, maybe so. But I'm just trying to get by like everybody else. My asking price might be too cheap, you know, because that kid could go on winning contests. That stuff will be worth a lot of money. Well, on the other hand, she could lose and they'd be worthless. I'm no gambler.
You've it all figured out, haven't you?
Oh, come on, Rush. Surely this paper can come up with $1,000.
That's not the point. I'm not paying.
Okay. Suit yourself, pal.
Hi.
Hi, honey. Is everything all right?
Yeah, everything's great.
What is it, Henry? What happened?
I had a meeting with our friend Hugo. He wanted $1,000, Muriel. That's the only way he'd burn the negatives.
$1,000? He expected the Bugler to come up with that kind of money? Boy, I hope you told him off.
No, I did. Called him a blackmailer twice. wanted to punch him in the nose.
You punched him in the nose?
No, I said I wanted to punch him in the nose.
Oh, poor Peggy. Those pictures are probably going to follow her around the rest of her life.
You know, for all the trouble they caused, it only took 20 seconds for those negatives to burn.
The negatives? You got them?
I couldn't let that scuzzball get away with it. I gave the creep his $1,000.
Henry, where did you get $1,000?
Bye-bye, Bo.
There, all finished. See, Andrew? It's just like a car. It's got a wheel to steer, too.
What's that?
Oh, that's a rudder. You turn the wheel, and it makes it turn. You can also sleep on a boat. Of course, you can't sleep on this one.
But your daddy will have a real boat soon, because we're all going to save our money and buy one for him.
You can have my piggy bank.
Oh, no. You keep your piggy bank.
Hey, what do you say we take it up to the bathtub for a shakedown cruise?
Aye. Can I carry it?
No, you better let me carry it. We don't want to break it, okay?
Mr. Raj?
You...